What's going on? I'm Zero to Chaos.
And I am Melting Data.
And welcome to Culture Clash. This is episode 5. I'm pretty
Back
sure
at it again.
we got something here. You know what they say?
Oh, yeah.
Episode 1, you just playing. Episode 2, you thinking. Episode 3, you might got something. Episode 4, whatever. But episode 5, you're there.
We done counted a whole hand now.
Whole hand.
We still going.
5 times. 5 times. If you know, you know. This is going to be an interesting episode because we're trying something completely different for this episode. We've heard the comments, and we thank you all that comment. You rock. All right. First off,
Most definitely.
you see our faces now. All right. Our faces. If you're watching the video, you can see us. They said they couldn't see our faces.
You got my ugly bearded mug
I'm gonna have to
digging up there.
Gotta get the shape up a little bit more now because we have seen a lot of people that have been giving us good feedback, so we're gonna try some different things. We saw that y'all liked the reaction videos, so we said maybe for this episode of the podcast, it is November right now. We're recording, it's November 7th, so we said let's talk about some games that are coming out in November 2024. We have some trailers queued up. We're going to watch the trailers and react to them. If they're good, we're going to talk about them a little bit more. If they trash, we just going to move on because we ain't got time for that.
That's right.
But these may be games that y'all are interested in. So if there is any game that we look at and you want us to go deeper into the game, just leave it in the comments below, and we'll actually see if we can put it on a later episode of the podcast. Before we officially kick it off with the first game, you know we gotta do this. It's Culture Clash. Data, how have you been, man?
Man, it has been an interesting last little while. Not horrible, but interesting.
I feel you. We know why. Because if by the time this episode comes out, we already know who our president is, we're just gonna leave it at that. If you know, you know. Pretty sure you do. Just be safe, be peaceful. Culture Clash is a safe space. Do not cause any trouble in this area of the community, please. That's all.
100% be respectful of everybody. People don't believe the same as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And, honestly, the world would kind of be a boring place if we did. But be respectful. You may not agree with everything that's gone on, but that's okay. Because somebody don't agree with you too.
No, true though.
I don't know how else to say it.
True though, as they say, we agree to disagree.
That's right.
But we'll be alright.
We're gonna be all right.
Tell him, Kendrick. Tell him. Tell him, man. I've had a very rough couple weeks. I'll just leave it at that. All I'm gonna say is, if you have family and you love them, let them know that you love them. Cherish the moments that you have with your family and friends. And I love all you guys that support us, even the ones that hate on us. I love y'all too, man. It's all love here at Culture Clash. All right, enough of the sob. We about to get into these games. All right, so we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 trailers for y'all. All right. We're going to watch these trailers. I've seen most of them already. So I'm pretty sure if Data, this might be your first time seeing these.
Or a few of them, yeah.
A few of them? Okay. So here we go. So we're going to go with the first one. This is Slitherhead, official game trailer from the Summer Game Fest 2024. And we are going to watch this trailer. So everybody out there that's listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, just look up the trailer when you can. We'll see if we maybe can put a link in the descriptions for you guys to go straight to it.
As a side note, I'm sorry to Apple Podcast listeners, but they still ain't approving it for whatever reason. Amazon and Spotify got us, but Apple's slow on that approval.
Apple be a little bougie, man. I'm being honest with you. Apple be a little bougie. We'll talk about them in a minute. Here we go, y'all. This is Slitherhead, the official game trailer. Let's go. Slitherhead, man. I'm gonna let you go first, Data. What's your first impressions on Slitherhead?
At first it almost looked like it was gonna be like a survival horror kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
until they started showing them like jumping person to person and like the combat and whatnot. Now I'm almost getting more of like a Devil May Cry kind of feel from it, where like there's some like creepy visual elements to it, but it's not really a horror game.
Right.
It's more like a hero game.
Man.
And I'm okay with that because Devil May Cry back in the day, that was my game.
Devil May Cry OG, bro. Again, if you ain't played any of the Devil May Cry, even the DMC game wasn't that bad. People was just tripping, my opinion.
Honestly, yeah.
But fire franchise of games, you need to play it.
Third game, the prequel, absolutely amazing.
Masterpiece. Slitherhead has been on my list of a game to play ever since Elden Ring. Souls-like games, or games that look like a Souls-like game, I've been very interested in playing. The first thing I got from this game, have you seen the movie The Thing?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, I'm gonna put that on the list. The Thing is a classic horror film. All of the creatures and like the weird like bloody like gore effects that happen here, like literally looks like it came straight out of The Thing. Even that last move right there with him pulling his arm and like it coming back, like things like, it's the little things in games that just get me. I like the versatility it looks like this game's gonna have. We've seen guns, we've seen claw weapons, staffs. It looked like, I guess blood, like blood magic or some kind of like blood technique.
That's what it looks like, because it looks like everything's been made, like the weapons and all, like out of blood. Because it looks like they're all kind of the same material. I don't know strictly if it is blood, but that's what it looks like to me.
And man, and even like the I guess like the detective look to the game. If they have some way to incorporate maybe like a mystery, like a little mystery to the game, you know, the platforming with the body transport and stuff, that looks pretty cool too though.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious if this would be like an open world or if it would be like Devil May Cry and just be like a small open world or like levels.
I'm gonna be honest, I like open world games, but it's been a little overdone. I want to see some more linear games.
Yeah.
Like, you have a little more like level control and stuff like that in linear games. Especially if you're going to do like a horror game or an action game or like a platform or different stuff like that. I feel like a linear game might be the best way so that you can tailor the levels a little bit more
to the game. I agree. The graphics look amazing.
Oh yeah.
Again, I'm not a big fan. Like, your graphics don't have to be like AAA for me to be like, ooh. But for what this game looks like it's given, like, look at that. That's a blood minigun. Re-looking at this trailer again, I'm just like, what? But I think Slitherhead's gonna be a game that I keep on my radar. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna come to Game Pass day one. But if it does, we'll keep our eyes on it, and I possibly will be playing this if it comes to Game Pass. All right, let's go on to this next one. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of spoil my opinion on this one. I am not very excited for this next one. Just gonna be real. This is Lego Horizon Adventures. This was their announced trailer. We'll watch it first, and then I'll give my bad 2 cents on it. I'll be fair. We'll watch it first. So this is Lego Horizon. That is again loud. Why did I just?
Okay. Next.
You're right.
Can I be mean now?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So strap in, guys. First off, I love the Lego franchise. Lego Star Wars, amazing. Even Lego Harry Potter, Lego DC, awesome. I don't know what it is about Horizon. Any game that could have been made for Lego to make They make Horizon. I heard through a podcast that Horizon is literally like the industry plan for games. And I'm starting to believe it. I'm really starting to believe it. And I'm so mad because this game actually looks really good. it hurts me so bad. I am like, have you played any of the Horizon games?
I'm gonna be honest, I've never really had a desire to. Part of that, I've never really been a PlayStation guy. I've been a Nintendo and Xbox kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But even when it came to PC, like I looked at it, seemed kind of neat, and that was it. I never picked it up.
Right. That was it. I literally sit here. I'm like, when the first Horizon came out, I was like, this game looks beautiful. The idea is amazing. I already like dinosaurs and things like that to begin with. So now you're giving me like robot dinosaurs and stuff. Awesome. I could be wrong, but I always thought that this was Sony's kind of like attempt at making kind of like a Assassin's Creed just for Sony, just for PlayStation.
I can see that.
And the environment, the idea was amazing. But I feel like ever since the second game, which I didn't play the second game like that, I got my hands on it a little bit. I just kind of felt like they lost their focus when it came to the Horizon games. And
That's right.
they've been re-releasing. They re-released it, I think, twice already. The first one, and now they're coming out with this. Clearly, instead of Sony just like putting money into a new IP, they're just like, we're gonna keep this IP going. Now that I got the hate out of my heart for this, I'm gonna bring it back. Lego in general. I have to give Lego as a company their respect, because literally ever since like the first Lego game I've played till now, these graphics and like the way that they've been able to incorporate their brand into these games is freaking amazing, in my opinion. These graphics, like the blocks and everything in this game, look so good.
That would honestly be my biggest compliment to this one as compared to the other Lego games that I've seen in the last little while. This is the first one that the full environment is also Lego blocks.
Yes.
Because usually they have some kind of like high def environment that you're walking around on, and it just feels kind of out of place.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And like, I remember when I was looking at this one, I was kind of like, man, like, they're literally getting to the point now where it's like you're just playing with a big box of Legos.
Yeah.
Again, like, I am not impressed that it's Horizon, but I'm like, I would not be mad if I got my hands on this game some way to play it. I actually do have fun playing these, and it's not like I'm playing with my little cousin or something. Like, if you got your special someone, and they don't really play games like that, the Lego franchise is a really good way to get them into playing at least casually.
Oh yeah, they're easy to pick up casual kind of games. You don't really have to know any in-depth gaming to be able to pick up and go.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't say pick up Horizon as like your first one to play with someone who doesn't play games. It works a lot better if, like, let's say they're maybe not the biggest Star Wars fan, or maybe they just started watching Star Wars from the Disney shows. Go get that one, like the the Lego Star Wars ones. They literally cover the whole freaking movieverse of Star Wars and the Lego games, and I had a blast playing those things. I mean, I'm not gonna pick it up day one. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but if something funny comes up from this, I may bring it back to a later podcast. But this one was funny. I really wanted to get your 2 cents on it about what you thought about like the Lego and the Horizon games.
I'm gonna be honest, it kind of falls in line with the rest of the Horizon games to me. Like it looks neat on the surface, but I don't honestly know that I would care to play it.
Is this gonna take a slot from something else that you would want to play is the question.
Oh, not at all.
Not at all. Yep. And see, folks,
not at all.
My brother Data being honest, and I respect it. Let's
Look,
see.
I'm still waiting on the Wayward Realms coming.
Oh.
Like, nothing's taking that spot.
Oh,
I'm gonna be real with you.
Let me tell you. Now, transitioning from Horizon, I have a game that I'm actually very excited for. How many Mario and Luigi fans we got out there? Oh,
I
man.
can't see y'all, but the hands better be going
They
up.
better be going up, bro. Mario and Luigi, they have announced a new game. It's called Brothership, coming to the Nintendo Switch. We got the trailer. I'm really excited for this game, so we're gonna check out the trailer. It's a really quick one, and we're gonna fanboy out because I already know we're both Nintendo boys here, man. So let go.
Mamma mia.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. A 54-second trailer, that quick. Effective. That's all I gotta say on that one. Effective. This game looks so good, bro.
I've been playing the Mario RPGs since the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute or two. Paper Mario was fun, and like it looked fun. But this is what I imagined the 3D would kind of look like. Maybe not exactly, but this is roughly what I thought like a proper 3D Mario RPG would look like.
Yes. And I would say too, just not knocking the capabilities of the Switch, but this looks really good. I feel like if the game looks like this on the Switch, that's passable. At least.
Yep.
Outside of the Mario and Luigi games, Paper Mario was my strong first. It was like I loved the Paper Mario franchise. Loved it so much that I'm actually trying to get this what was it, the Souls-like Paper Mario stuff that's been going around. A friend of mine, I'm trying to figure out how to get all of it put on my computer. This was the best outside of like Mario Kart and stuff. This was to me one of the best pivots that they did with the Mario franchise.
I would have to agree with that, honestly, because when we got Super Mario RPG and then like Paper Mario and stuff like that, honestly, like it feels weird that the Jumping Plumber works so well in a story-driven RPG, but it works really well.
So well. And we can argue that it's because, yes, Mario and Luigi, like you said, are just jumping plumbers, but look at like the surrounding cast around them.
Oh yeah, it lends itself really well to like a high fantasy RPG kind of thing, because the world of Mario is not like a kind of like a normal mundane kind of world.
Right.
It's definitely like your more fantasy style, wacky kind of world, which is for the best, honestly.
For sure. And I will say, if things weren't so tight, I would cop this right now. I totally would.
Oh, I feel you.
The one thing I do ask, now I'm not sure if they have it. It is 2024. We need to have online co-op.
Yes.
Or at least at home co-op with this game. That would make this so good. With the Mario and Luigi games, they never go too far out of their like spectrum. So I feel like them doing the ship thing, it may be concentrating it like just to these ships, which I feel be amazing. Like you said earlier in the podcast, we're kind of getting tired of these open world games. So
yeah,
this could be a nice, refreshing, linear experience to have going into the new year.
Honestly, yeah.
So, Nintendo, I'm just saying, man, I know we're not that big yet, but throw your boys a code or something, you know what I'm saying? We stream FSPN on Twitch, a little shameless plug in between, but I would love to stream this for everybody. Nintendo, hit us up. Just saying.
I don't know if Mr. Miyamoto gonna hit us up like that.
I know.
I'd take it.
I'd take it, though. I would, man. Oh, man, that'd be sweet. There's not that many people out there that have Nintendo sponsorships. But the ones that do have it, I heard it's not the best. you are on pins and needles, I heard, when it comes to being sponsored by Nintendo.
I can see that, honestly, because they do a lot of brand like maintenance, making sure that they're perceived a very specific way. So I could see their sponsorships being tight.
little tight knit, but it's all right. It's all right. So I'm definitely gonna say. So we're saying that Mario and Luigi brothership is definitely a cop.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
easily.
Okay. We're going from, bright and very active to maybe to the other side of more doom and gloom with Metro Awakening. This is their official launch trailer. And if you haven't played any of the Metro series, I will not look at you crazy much. It's a very underrated franchise, I feel. So this is Metro Awakening. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it's a VR game.
That's good though, honestly. I'm gonna be real with you. There are not enough good like story RPG shooters. There's an okay amount of like RPG shooters, but not enough that are like proper like story driven shooters.
Yeah, I think the Metro franchise is in like my top 5 for like story based shooters, I would say.
Yeah.
They're consistent. That's one thing that I like about this franchise. So I don't own a VR headset, but I think you do, right?
I do. It's the Oculus Quest 2, I think. I bought it like 4 years ago or something like that. It's been a hot minute. It's time for an upgrade.
My lovely wife, she has been, through her schooling, she's been doing a lot of VR stuff. And literally, she's like obsessed right now. So I think she may be getting a VR headset this Christmas. Don't know. But
VR is an amazing experience. It like if you've not done it before, my first VR experience, we were just out, shopping around up in Kennesaw. I guess spoilers to everyone watching. We from Georgia. But we was out shopping around in Kennesaw. We ended up in this one store that had like an Oculus display. And so I stopped and they were like, you wanna experience like wear the headset, all that good stuff? I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's see what it's like. And the first experience I had was the Vader Immortal series.
Ooh.
And like it felt so cool because like they had the moment where like it goes totally black and then Vader pops in front of your face. And so you have this like 7-foot tall cyborg just like right in front of you. Like that's something you can't experience that same way any other way.
Right.
Like it doesn't come across on a screen the same way until he's physically taller. Like it's an experience. If you've never had it, it's an experience I think everybody should try at least once if you can get your hands on it.
For sure. And I've played with VR headsets at people's house that have had it. I don't get like motion sickness, so I'm not really affected by like the overuse of the headset.
Yeah.
I think really it's just been, I think honestly the only reason why I haven't gotten a VR headset was honestly just the game quality that's been out for VR games.
And that's fair, because until honestly the last couple of years, it's been pretty garbage. I'll be completely honest with you on that. It's been pretty garbage for a while.
I kind of agree. There has been, I will say, like, this may be the first game that I have seen that I'm like, yo, I would buy a VR to play this. And that's just me. But a VR, it is an investment. Those things are not cheap. So
this is true.
So that's the only thing that sucks. My bad, y'all. That's the only thing that sucks, because it's like you buy this expensive VR headset for what, one game? This one hits close, because I actually do like the Metro series. Have you played any of the Metro games?
So I know you said you wasn't gonna look at me sideways if I haven't played them, but I think you might still look at me a little bit sideways for this. I have not played any of them, but I own all of them.
Damn. Just that's all I can say at that point. Like, damn. I mean, let me guess. It was a really good Steam sale.
It was.
There you go. See what I'm
It
saying?
honestly
yo?
was.
I'm saying. I know. I get it.
I really need to just boot it up. I already own it. It's not a difficult reach, but I haven't done it.
I will definitely say, and this is just coming from someone that's played. I've played them all. If you like story-based shooters first,
Yeah.
and if you like a little creepiness in the game, because it's not like super horror in my opinion, but it has just enough of the element as you see with like the creatures, like the alien-looking creatures, things like that. But
Yeah.
it doesn't take over the experience in the game to the point where you're like, oh, this is just like a horror shooter.
And that's honestly probably a little bit better for me. I don't necessarily do bad with horror. I've just never really been super deep into it, with one major exception. I have a problem when it comes to Resident Evil. But but past that, I'm not really a horror guy. Resident Evil is a different story entirely.
He said that's a different beast, and I get it. I get it, because outside of the newer Resident Evils that came out, I was right there with you. I have my opinions on both sides when it comes to Resident Evil. I would say that like the Metro series compared to Resident Evil, of course, is night and day. But I would say that the story quality match each other. If that sells it, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to install them and actually
Yo, that is hilarious. He's like, I ain't played them, but I got them all. they're just sitting on the shelf.
Man, I got a couple of series like that. Man, Steam, you have gotten more money out of me than you have any right to. Because there's games where I'm like, man, I've heard so many good things about this, and this sale is amazing. Click.
Yep.
And then years later, I'm just looking through my library. I'm like, man, I never played this.
Right. I own this. I guess I do. Okay. All the time. That's why I keep telling y'all, man. Like I said it once, but again, I'm gonna get back into streaming. I'm gonna figure out a good schedule that I can bring back to streams, and I'm just gonna show you my Steam library. It ain't amazing, but there are some games on there I have not even downloaded. Like,
that's fair. I got some of those too. It's okay.
I'm telling you, guilty pleasure, man. Look, if I have to spend some money, I have no problem spending like $3-4 to get like 8 games. I'm just saying. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
There's games I have because it was in a bundle and it was cheaper to buy the bundle that had the game I actually cared about than it was to buy the game I cared about by itself.
Yep. So true.
I own so many games through those bundles where I'm just like, bro, I didn't even care about this game when I bought it.
But
I cared about the other one that I got cheaper.
Then you fast forward and be like, oh, a remake's coming out? I have that game? Okay, let's try it. Find out this game is low-key trash, or it may be a gem. I'm just saying. If you have not played Metro, Data, play it. Just play it. I'm just saying, play it. Oh man, but this one, Metro Awakening, is actually out now. If you have a VR headset, definitely go pick it up. If you did pick it up and played it, let me know in the comments. Let us know what y'all think about it and what y'all think about VR games in general. Let us know in the comments. This next one, I'm not gonna lie, I can't really read. I can read, but I can't like read. So it's called Tower of, is that Agaba? Agazaba? Can you see it?
Agazba?
Agazba? I feel bad, man. Y'all can laugh at me. I'm for real. I've been struggling.
What language is that?
All day. All day. That's a lot. All week. Because I saw this trailer already. And I have literally been fumbling this name the whole time. but this is the PlayStation trailer, and I think you might be interested in this one if you haven't seen it before. So we're gonna check this out.
I don't think I have.
And I want your true first reaction.
PlayStation.
All right, Data. What you think?
I only have one concern. I was hoping they were going to answer it. I don't have an answer yet. I really hope that this isn't a sandbox game. This world is way too cool to be a sandbox game. I want some kind of story to introduce me to it.
Now, I'm pretty sure it's a sandbox.
Damn,
I am pretty sure it's a sandbox. But
that hurts. That is such a cool world.
bruh, when I first saw this trailer, I was like, yo, if this is not Power World, if this is not another lawsuit coming, like, yo. And it sucks because this game looks so good.
Honestly, it does. Like, it looks like a really, like, genuinely cool world. Please have some kind of story, even if it's not a big one.
Because
Like,
I really do feel like it's not going to have one. I feel like it'll have, like, a story, but I feel like it's going to be kind of like how Power World was. And it's more for the experience and the build.
yeah.
Because I hate to say it, when you see characters air gliding, you know it's a sandbox.
You ain't
bro.
lying.
You know it's a sandbox. The second I saw that little air
Yeah.
gliding, I was like, damn, it's a. Come on, her
Yeah.
digging the ground to grow the first. Come on.
Yeah, that's why I was worried about it. Like, it's such a cool world. Like, even if it's like a procedurally generated story and it's not going to be the same every playthrough, like, something that introduces me to this world.
Right.
Like,
Because they could do that.
even if it's done by like different characters every time, even if, you're not hearing the same stories every time, you could chalk it up to, legend or whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that is such a cool looking world.
The
Like,
creatures, the
Yes.
textures. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, that's what Power World was amazing. I really enjoyed Power World. The thing that I think really I feel like will get you gassed out with Power World, the lack of story, the thing that's actually pushing you in the game to keep playing wasn't there, in my opinion. And the texture, if that makes sense. Everything, in my opinion, a lot of things in Power World just look the same, texture-wise.
That's fair.
This game, yo, everything looks layered and it looks different. And I mean, I really don't have time to invest heavily into like another sandbox game of this nature,
Yeah.
but I really want to play it. Like,
I don't mind sandbox games like when they're clearly made to be sandbox.
Mhm.
Right? Like games like Minecraft, like clearly made to be sandbox. They're not trying to have any like crazy story element. It's clearly made, you just kind of get poofed into a little world and you do what you're gonna do. You just have some fun.
Mhm.
And I'm okay with that. But when you go out of your way to like make certain creatures and like backstories for stuff and new like intelligent races and like all sorts of stuff like that, and then it's a sandbox, that feels off. Like,
he's like, why would you do that? Why would you take all this time and effort? And we'll never see them again. But I think if this goes the way I think it's gonna go, if I had to play devil's advocate and be blunt, this is a very bad time to be a sandbox game right now.
That's facts, honestly.
You know, especially after, you know, Power World took the beginning of 2024 by storm.
Yeah.
Then you had Zelda that came out this year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Zelda came out earlier this year too.
Yeah.
So it's like you had really two juggernaut sandbox games that already engulfed us at the beginning of the year. So it was smart that you brought this out towards the end of the year, but at the same time, the community is very gassed with this type of game at this point.
Yeah.
So I am very curious to see how this one pans out. Maybe it may not get the sales that it needs going into the holidays, and it may see like a pickup maybe at the beginning of the year. Excuse me. Or if I was them, just saying, you might want to like postpone it, but I think it's already out. But I would have definitely postponed this maybe to like January.
Yeah.
Made this like a January or February release.
Yeah, that's a bummer if it doesn't have a story.
But man, this game looked good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, yo, I saw this trailer and I instantly was like, yo, Data would kill this game, man. I was like, the nonsense that we would do with this game is ridiculous. And I think it just says, oh, well, it does say, okay, my bad, y'all. It did say early access is November. So it may have hope. If it's just early access, that's fine. If it's the full game coming out in November, I think it would be pretty bad.
Yeah, they're saying early access comes on the 19th.
Okay.
I'm looking at the Steam page right now. What I'm not seeing on the Steam page is any mention of a story. That sucks.
I'm telling you, man. You see the glider, bro. You see the glider, you know.
That hurts, though.
It's only
put so much work into this world just to have it be a sandbox.
Right. And you know
that hurts.
And I'm really curious if we ever get to if this podcast ever gets to the point where we can actually bring on like actual developers from companies. I would love to ask that question. Like, these sandbox games like this, was this actually a full-fledged game, but maybe they lost funding or they lost time, so
had
they
to trim it down to something smaller?
Yeah. I really don't think this was just a sandbox game. This looks like it was something, and that maybe they just lost funding or time.
It could be, but that still hurts, man.
It does.
I don't like that.
I have to ask, would you cop this though?
I hate myself for it, but probably.
I understand, bro. I understand. Look, we're just being honest. Let us know in the comments would y'all cop this. We just being honest, cause I ain't gonna lie. I like how this game looked. We're almost done. Actually, we have a couple left. We're almost done. So this one is called Mirthwood. Well, they said this is an open world medieval fantasy RPG life sim. That was a mouthful.
That is a massive mouthful.
But let's see what Mirthwood got going. And
the free lands are vast and shrouded in mystery.
All right.
The free land.
All right, Dave, I'm gonna let you start this one off. What you think of this Mirthwood?
Not gonna lie, art style wise, I don't know if you remember back in like 2019, 2020, somewhere in that ballpark, there was a game that came out called Misfortune.
Yes.
Art style wise, this reminds me a lot of that, which is not a bad thing. That game had a really good art style.
Yes.
But it's not what I expected for like a medieval sim.
Yes. I am getting heavy Don't Starve vibes.
That's fair.
Like heavy. Now, not graphically, just gameplay wise.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is not this wouldn't be a first cop for me. If this was on sale, I would pick it up. I like the dungeon crawling concept. I like that part of it. It's the sim part of this game that I think would hurt this game the most.
I guess I can see that to a degree. I am an unnecessary nerd when it comes to the Elder Scrolls, and I will be the first to admit that to you. Coming off of what I think is probably the best medieval life sim, like fantasy medieval life sim specifically, of all time so far, which is Daggerfall.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this like being pretty popular because there are a lot of people that play Daggerfall and completely ignore the main quest.
Oh yeah,
And they'll just go do their own thing. They'll buy a boat, travel across the sea. They'll do different adventures, buy several houses, and just do their own thing. Completely ignore the main
like
quest.
YOLO. Who do what now? What? There ain't no main quest. We just do what we want.
And you can do it. Like, if you want to, you can just take out a 500,000 gold loan, buy you a boat, completely go AWOL from the bank, never pay your loan back. They'll send assassins after you, but that's fine because you got a boat. You're going to be on the other side of the ocean.
Right. You pull
Like-
up, I'll kill you. No biggie.
It's like, I know a lot of people like it for that aspect of it, so I could see a lot of people being drawn to a game that has like a similar kind of aspect to it. I just don't know that it's going to be as in-depth
Right.
as something like Daggerfall, and like honestly the Wayward Realms is promising to be, because that's coming from the people who made Arena and Daggerfall.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is going to overshadow that.
Games like this, I mean, it is showing just a single player experience in this trailer. I feel like games like this would work better multiplayer. And it's really
Yeah.
and like I said, like the simulation, of course the growing your food, cooking your food, possibly building all of your weaponry, things like that. Like, that's fine. But I do think that a lot of these newer games that have this mechanic and this game flow, they do one or the other too much. Sometimes they don't they'll call it a simulation and it's not really a simulation. And then some of them,
That's fair.
it's like life too. And I'm like, I'm okay with just coming home and maybe I just want to slash up some things. Well, you can't. You have to you have to tend the yard and go here and do this and do this and do this and do this and do this, and like 3 hours later you're just going into a dungeon.
Yup.
And I'm like, I'm good, man. I just came home from work. Sometimes I just want to jump in a dungeon and go.
That's why for games like Fallout, survival mode stays off.
Yo, for
I ain't
real.
trying to fool with all that.
Now I've done it. Was it fun? No. I've done it.
I've done it.
Survival. It's
Man, there's certain things that like just makes it not fun. Because like all of a sudden, like, oh, you can't fast travel. Okay, so now I'm just gonna spend 4 times as long walking everywhere.
Right.
Now my ammo weighs stuff. Like,
Can't save unless you sleep.
the only reason that I'm not dying of thirst is the Vault 13 canteen.
It's an experience, and I feel like with like games like Mirthwood, what it looks like, these games, I feel like there is fun, of course, to have with this game.
Oh yeah,
I
for
would,
sure.
like I said, I'd have to see if it's multiplayer, and this would definitely be a game that, of course, if we were given a code, nudge nudge, poke poke, don't know if y'all ever gonna see this, but I would definitely at least try it. I have no problem ever trying a game, but I do like the art style of this game. I do like the idea of this game. I'm just not a fan of the simulation. I feel like it looks like it's going to be a chore to play this game.
And that's fair, honestly. Art style, like I said, y'all nailed it. It reminds me a lot of Misfortune, and that is not a bad thing. That game looked amazing. There's a lot of, not necessarily roguelike, but like procedurally generated like dungeon crawler games
Mm-hmm.
where you end up doing the same thing, and if all this is doing is slapping a survival element on top, I'm good.
Like,
Like
would it last? Like, would it
I
really
don't
last at that point?
I don't really like roguelikes all that much, to be honest.
See?
And so like if all you're doing is slapping a survival element on top of something like that, some kind of just like pure dungeon crawling experience,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. So I would say this may be a game. We'll see what happens if it comes up, because this game actually came out yesterday. So
I noticed that.
I saw the date. I was like, okay. So maybe down the road, let's let this game, let's let this game cook for a little bit. Let's see where it's at. Maybe like next month or something, if you remember.
Yeah. Come back, do a checkup on it.
Do you want to see the new Microsoft Flight Simulator?
I'm be honest, I downloaded the one in like 2020,
Yeah.
played it for like 20 minutes, and then was like, I'm
You're good, right? Okay, I'm just saying, folks, we're gonna skip past this one. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's the announced trailer. It's in 4K. You're flying planes in really beautiful world spaces. That's it. It's 2 minutes. That's why I asked. I was like, we want to sit here for 2 minutes and just watch planes. remember back when we were younger? It's lots and lots of planes. Big planes, little planes, slow planes, planes that go on water. Like, that's literally what this game is. And I'm just kind of like, I'm good. We can skip that one.
Just unlocked a core memory with that.
Your brain just overloaded for a second, didn't it? That was a weird time to be a kid, but it was amazing, bro. Like,
Honestly, yes.
yo, real quick. So we're not gonna watch Flight Simulator. Real quick. There was lots and lots of trains, lots and lots of planes, and I think there was like lots and lots of cars and things like that. And it was just literally the same concept. It was just remove X and add something there. Make it big, small, fast, slow, water. That's all I remember. It was like every time.
That's basically the whole concept.
Like, if that can come back in 2024 with just like current tech, that would be hilarious. It's lots and lots of phones. We got big phones, little phones, slow phones, phones that float on water, trash phones. Like, just saying.
Man, the 90s and early 2000s was a different era entirely.
Oh my gosh, man.
Like,
People, I'm saying you had
it
to
was
be
good,
there.
though.
You had to be there. That at this point, I'm just saying. The internet was still raw, and like people really didn't
and
understand.
wild.
Yo,
It was the Wild West on the internet.
tell you, the young YouTube, the young MySpace, the young Facebook. Y'all don't know, man. We just showing our age. That's what it is. But y'all don't know, man. Y'all don't
Hey,
know.
look. I don't think y'all can see it too well because my camera don't show up, but there's some gray hairs up in there.
Look, all right.
Let me just cover them up real quick.
I got
Lean
one.
back so the camera can't see it.
I got one strand in this quadrant of my head, and like when the light hits it just right, you can just see it because I haven't. Even when I twist my hair, it somehow untwists on, and it just sticks out. This one strand of like gray. It's weird, but I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. That's the wisdom stat for us right there.
I got bad genes when it comes to gray hair.
He's
My
like,
dad was gray by the time he was like 35.
Choo. So it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Next
Only
year.
got a few more years left.
Next year. What's up, Culture Clash? I came from the time machine. I'm great. Don't be alarmed.
It don't get no
Okay.
better in the future.
Just saying. But we're gonna move on. This one actually is interesting. This is called Empire of Ants, and I'm pretty sure you know. Have you seen this?
No, I have not.
Oh yeah. So you have to see this.
Among
You have to see this. You have to see this. Empire of Ants. Oh, all right. Be real. First impression. What you thinking?
That honestly looks dope.
Bruh. Yo. It's a Bug's
Like-
Life, bro.
I love the fact that they had like the ants and whatnot talking to each other, and it was just like little chirps, but you had like the subtitles underneath it. Like,
When I tell you, when I first saw this trailer, I was like, what am I looking at? I thought like this was like an ant simulator. I was like, okay, so an ant simulator. It looks good. And then when it was like wage war, I'm like, this is a mother loving RTS with ants.
that's dope though.
And
That's dope.
and my brain was like, I can't remember in my years of gaming, has anyone done a bug RTS to this scale?
Honestly, I don't know that I've seen a bug RTS in general.
Right?
When I seen them riding like the Beatles in and stuff like that, like it's a dope idea because you still have like all the classic stuff with air units. Like you have your air units, your cavalry, your infantry, but it's all bugs.
It's all bugs.
It works so well.
And it looks good, y'all. Imagine playing this in 4K on a bomb screen, bro. This could be like, you could literally confuse somebody with like National Geographic or something.
Fair.
To be real with you, we just need Morgan Freeman to narrate this thing, bro. Hear me out. Morgan Freeman or Ron Perlman or somebody. Like, if you get a bomb, I'm telling you, if they could put a bomb narrator to narrate this game, this will be literally an experience like no other. All I want to see is like the actual mechanics. Like, if they can bring out another trailer that shows the actual like gameplay mechanics of how this game runs, and
It does look really good.
Online multiplayer,
Multi-way online multiplayer.
like what? I'm the termites, man. I'm the termites. I like it needs to be like Command and Conquer. I need like Command and Conquer generals. I need like different types of ants, different types of bug species. Like I need to see general ants, like everything, man. A Bug's Life. Just go all the way. A Bug's Life. Just do it. Do it. I need dung beetle bombers, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks really good.
This game surprised me because it was my first time seeing this when I looked up the trailers and stuff. This surprised me, and it's based on the Bernard saga, the Bernard Weber saga. So I'm like, I've never heard of that before. I'm interested now.
Me either, honestly.
You know, so if we're able to get something like this with ants, all right now. So this is a cop. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So,
That is honestly one of the coolest new like concepts I've seen in a while.
yes, and I did see it. I saw Xbox, so that's, come on now, Game Pass. Hook a brother up. Hook a brother up. I'm just saying, Game Pass has saved my life, man. Hook me up with some ants. It gave me.
I ain't gonna lie, Microsoft, you've had me spoiled with Game Pass.
Hey man, this next trailer, I was super excited for it. Path of Exile 2 is coming. I loved Path of Exile 1. Have you played Path of Exile?
I have not.
Ooh.
I've known a lot of people that really loved it. I have not played it.
All right. Did you like Diablo 2?
Oh yeah,
Then you're gonna love
that was my
Path of-
first Diablo.
You will love Path of Exile. So long story short, when Diablo 3 came out, the people who thought it was gonna play like Diablo 2 were disappointed. Then Path of Exile came out, and it pretty much plays like Diablo 2, but the power mechanic is different. So so your abilities are put into sockets. So now, like in Diablo 2, your socketed weapons, you can socket the weapons, and that's how you get like your passives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Path of Exile pretty much stated you get gems that you put into your weapons and stuff that give you your abilities.
Okay.
And the
I
more
can see that.
the more you use it, it levels up.
Okay.
And the skill tree is massive, but it's all shared. Like all of the different types of characters share the same skill tree. They just start in different positions.
That's actually not a bad way to do it.
And wow, it gets even better. The game is free.
that.
So it's a free game. All of the microtransactions and all of the like, you know, the bags you can buy, all that stuff, all of that money went to pretty much fund the other like events and stuff they had for the game.
Okay.
So it's literally been running off of support, but the support that was put into it was actually given back in content, free content.
That's cool.
So like,
Honestly,
I've loved it. And then when they said a part 2 was coming out, I was like, oh, heck yes. So now knowing that you haven't played Path of Exile 1, we might gotta do a joint stream. I'm just saying, I'll boot it back up. I'll put Diablo 4 on the side. I would. All right. But this is Path of Exile 2. I don't think it's a gameplay trailer. I think it's just like a cinematic trailer. But
okay.
I'll let you see what you think, and we'll go from there. Let me tell you, man. Goosebumps every time I see this trailer, bro. Goosebumps. What you think?
That's fair. It does look really good. Like, looking at the UI and everything, it definitely does have a lot more like old school Diablo feel to it. Because new school Diablo, I feel like they put too much emphasis on like your abilities and having like your potions be like fully regenerating and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Old Diablo had a different feel to it. If you did not prepare with enough potions and stuff when you went into battle, you were done.
And
Like,
I will say, with Path of Exile, the way they do it, so your potions are like your mana flask, your life flask, and they have a stamina flask as well. So pretty much they refill upon killing things.
that's not a terrible way to do it.
So it's like you can get overrun. You see how many creatures are on the field. It's like you can get overrun, but I think I've never had an issue of just completely running out of flasks. And it depends, and of course it depends how you decide because you have to pick your setup. We may have to take one of these recording sessions and play Path of Exile. I'm for real. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you like, I played this game when I played the first Path of Exile when it first came out. When we were hungry for Diablo 2. And I remember all of my bros, my college bros, all of my homies, we became obsessed with this game. For like years. I would say months, but years. We beat this game like 4 or 5 times in a row. And because it's like Diablo 2, so it's like, you know, random generated dungeons when you go back through the game, and the extra content they added on top of the main story doesn't really pull you from the game. It would be like, oh, we added like special raid dungeons that randomly pop up in the randomly generated map. So the content is ever flowing, and I'm like, and graphically, the upgrade to 2 looks really good. This looks really good.
It does, honestly.
And everything else, the only thing I wish they would have done, which they maybe keep it a secret right now, I wish they would show the skill tree.
I can see that.
Because I'm telling you, like,
You gotta let them keep some secrets.
gotta keep it secret. It's gonna be like 3 pages of just madness. I'm gonna be like, here's my money, bro. Here's my money. But you know it's gonna be free, and that's the thing too, because like even if it's not free, even if for some reason you had to pay like something for this one, I would not be mad because of the way that they did the first game. And if it looks like this, and they said, hey man, you might got to pay like $20 or something for this game, I would not be mad.
I can see that, having a free release for the first one, but having a small charge for the next.
And knowing how this company works, I would support them.
I like me a good action RPG.
All right.
I'm surprised I haven't played it up to this point, the first one at least, because like I have heard a lot of good things about it.
When we gonna get you on that Path of Exile, man? I'm It's on Steam and it's free.
I don't know, man. My hard drive's struggling right now. I got too many big games on here.
Woo! Something gotta go. I understand. I just downloaded Call of Duty on mine, so I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing.
I got too many big games on here.
I am.
Something gotta go.
Oh man. But I'm gonna let you know whenever you guillotine one of those games, let me know. We're gonna spend a recording session playing Path of Exile. I don't know how that podcast is gonna go, but I got time to figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Find out.
We're gonna find out, man. Because this game, hands down, Path of Exile is one of my all-time. It's in my all-time list.
Okay.
It came at a time where we wanted something, and I feel like it successfully scratched that itch, and some. It gets the chaos. It gets the chaos approval. If that's what I'm saying, it gets the chaos approval.
It gets the chaos award.
For sure, 100%.
Hell yeah.
This one is called Stalker 2, Heart of, I think that's Chernobyl. Am I right? Yeah. See, I can read, guys. I can read. It be struggling sometimes. I don't think I've seen this trailer though. So this one, I haven't seen this one. This one's a little bit longer, so we're just gonna go ahead and start. We'll go right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's definitely going to Game Pass. I saw that one, but I don't know. It's different. I will say that.
Man, they won me over already with a couple things.
Ooh, okay.
For any shooter, number one, data will buy your game rule. If you have an AK in it, it's mine. I don't know what it is, but I've been a gun guy for a long time. The AK, is special. And so every game I play, if they have one, that's what I'm using. No questions asked. That's what it's gonna be.
AK approved.
Man, when I seen them open up with the AK, I was like, deal. Deal. Made in Ukraine too, so they're already gonna have unlike a lot of Western developers, not to throw too much shade, but that's where the AKs are from. They know how this stuff works. They gonna do it right.
I will say, going back to a game that we watched earlier in the podcast, I am getting a little Metro vibe from this.
That's fair.
Not a bad thing at all. That was actually one thing that I was really excited for. Right here, you saw the little creatures and stuff. This is Stalker 2, so I haven't played the first one. I haven't even heard of this game before.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna have to go back and check what the first one was and
see what we got, because this looks good. This looks like it's not doing too much, and I think that's going to be a good thing. I think they took the time. The story actually looks very interesting. Graphically, the people look good. The world space looks clean. I'm curious, because I know it said 2023 and it said the pre-order, so I'm curious when Stalker 2 came out. It might be out now.
I was booting up the Xbox app in the background to check. I'm gonna be real with you.
He was like, I'm about to check this. I'm about to cop this right now if I can.
And I seen that Game Pass button already.
Because that was honestly the second we got to the end of the trailer, I was like, Game Pass? I'll be looking at this for this one later. Because this game looks like, and like we said earlier, first-person story-based shooters. And how there was a hole that's missing from these games. And it seems like this might be a very good filler to that.
I'm looking on its Wikipedia page. It says it was announced in 2010 with a release date set by 2012. So it's been madly delayed.
Wow.
Because it was announced in 2010, supposed to come in 2012, resurfaced again in 2018. It was supposed to release in 2022, but then a certain world event occurred, and the Ukrainian developer had to put some things on hold.
Ooh.
And so now it's supposed to release in 2024. It says it's
Okay.
20th of this month,
This month?
November.
Okay, so November 20th. That's right around the corner. If it's free for Game Pass, I'll definitely be trying this. Because I'm like, you said it was AK approved.
Oh yeah, man. I got a weird problem with that, but like,
Nah, I understand though, man. I understand.
Soviet era block weapons had a different look to them, a different feel to them. It's a solid aesthetic.
You know, yeah, we have so many games that that always copy and paste this time period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it feels cool to have a game that's around that time period, but it's its own story. You know, it's not the same copy and paste stuff from the Soviets, same copy and paste stuff from the war, blah blah blah. It's like I'm actually interested to see what is going on with this. So that is Stalker 2, guys. Heart of Chernobyl, the official trailer of the trailer, coming out on November 20th. Again, you know, if we can get a little code for a little early access, I mean, that would be kind of cool too. I don't know how we can get this going. I mean, I bet you if we just ask, I guarantee you, sometime, I think if we just ask, I'm pretty sure some company might be like, look, these guys have a following. Thumb up.
Hey, I'd be down.
I'd be totally down.
Who's the developer for that?
The developer? Oh, that was. I closed the tab. That was.
Developer GSC Game World.
Find their email. We love it, man. We just watched a trailer for Stalker 2. The thing looked dope. It has an AK in it. Can I play it? A little earlier than normal. But I think that's it. Because this last trailer is for Planet Coaster 2. And in short, it's just like, it's a roller coaster tycoon simulator.
Yeah, I seen it on Steam not too long ago. It doesn't look bad, but it's kind of generic.
Yeah, it's nothing I'm getting up for. You know, my tycoon addiction went away, I would say, in like my college years.
That's fair.
So I think I'm gassed out when it comes to tycoon games. They're fun, but I don't look at them as like, ooh, I have to play it. To wrap this episode up, episode 5, first off, we did it. Those were all games that were coming out in November this month. So if there was any of those games that you were interested in, keep your eyes open because they are coming out this month. What did you think of this idea?
I'm not mad at it. Having kind of like the big review session. Maybe in the future we do a little bit of pre-sorting.
Okay.
Because it may have been a bit much all at once. But other than that, honestly, like I feel like it works well. It'll definitely, go well on YouTube. For our listeners on Spotify and Amazon, and when Apple finally approves it on Apple.
I am going to do some editing. So the audio only people, I'm not going to bore you with the whole like just trailer. I'll cut it. I'll cut it up to where it's more audio friendly. So if you like what we said about it and you're interested, you could pause, go jump on the YouTube and watch the actual trailer. Of course, for YouTube, as long as we don't get copyrighted like badly, we'll have the trailer up there as well. I think it's something different. I like where we're going with the podcast, and I don't want us to be like, well, we're not completely against doing different things, because the trailers especially for games and movies and stuff like that, those come out so much. Especially movies, around this time, the holiday time and the summertime, we get a lot of new trailers, There's like, you know, not the Let's Plays, the Nintendo Directs and things like that. So like maybe that's something that we can incorporate in, but like you said, do a little bit of a pre-screening. We can definitely take it down from like 11 trailers to maybe like 5. There's definitely some games on that list that I want to try to play. So Game Pass, get it working, man. I need some free games. Man. Your boy seen that Ant game?
I was surprised by that one. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Telling you, that was fire. Now, to wrap it up, closing statements. I think you did it last time, didn't you?
I think so.
I'll run it this time.
I don't remember. We're gonna have to run that back.
All right, I got you on this one. You do the next one. I got this one.
Bet.
So for everybody, you know, this is Culture Clash. Thank y'all for listening. If you are listening to this on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I keep saying music. If you are listening to this, please like it, download it, share it with your friends and family. Let's grow this podcast up on those platforms. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you. You guys are awesome. Please like, subscribe, share it, of course, with your friends and family, and leave comments for future ideas that we can put onto the podcast. Also, if you're watching the short versions of these on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Twitter, I'm not saying X, you know. If you are watching it on those platforms, please share it. Don't be afraid to leave comments and your opinions. Again, Culture Clash, we're trying to make this as safe as we can of a space for us to share multiple opinions on multiple communities. We want to grow this into a healthy environment for people like us who just love to play games, watch movies, explore other cultures that we don't know about, listen to music. You know, we're seeing a small growth. And I thank you guys for that. You know, we wouldn't be this far without y'all. So thank you.
Just as always, keep it civil in the comments. We appreciate all the feedback, but keep it peaceful.
Yes, please. And I think with that, I'm Zero to Chaos.
And I'm Melting Data.
And this has been another awesome episode of Culture Clash. And remember, do not be afraid to express your opinions on things. We are all family. Just remember
100%.
Just remember that, guys. Till next time, we out. Deuces.
Peace.